What's up, everybody? Mr. OG Games here, and this is going to be a new series devoted on farming. The best ways to farm, the best ways to raise your city up to produce the maximum amount of resources, and just more things directed towards farming and leveling up your main. Now, mind you, all these ideas and tips and things I share with you are my personal opinion. So what works for me may not work for you. But today, the first episode in this series, I wanted to start out by sharing what I feel is one of the number one things in the city that you can do in order to maximize the amount of resources that you can gather at a time, how quickly you can gather those, and I wanted to focus on the barracks. So in this episode, we're going to talk about the best troop to train in a farm that's going to allow you to do just that. Now, if we jump into one of the barracks here, and as you can see, first and foremost, I have one at 14, one at 12, one at 10, and one at 4. So the level really doesn't matter to me, because there's some levels that you have to do in order to, get castle upgrades or do certain things. So cavalry in a farm is your best friend. It is the number one troop and the only troop that I do train, unless when first starting one from scratch, I'll do 500 of each of the other ones, just to get a couple of the little bonus items. And as your city's developing or whatever, you can do this or that to hit some monsters, to get some gems and so forth. But we're talking about an established farm. Once you get it to the goal of 15, that is your standard goal, in my opinion, because that unlocks the iron. So your city can do food, wood, stone, and iron. Now, the best troop that I feel you can train is the cavalry. And as you can see, you have all types of different, you have 1 through 11, as always. If you look on the movement speed and the load, that's the main focus here. Now, level 1, you've got a 15-15. Level 2, 16-18. 3, you've got 15-16. 16 and 20 on the 4s. 15 and 16 on the 5s. 16 and 20. But I'm not going to go any higher. And for this simple fact, when you're doing anything on a farm, the object is to get resources, not to spend them. So what I have found is I train nothing but T2s. T2 cavalry, all I train. Reason being, they've got a bigger movement speed and a bigger load, as you can see, 16 and 18, than the level 1, and also bigger than the level, sorry, I went by too fast, the level 3. Now you're saying, well, Mr. OG, the level 4 is 16 and 20. But Mr. OG is going to tell you that in big events like Void and other things, they give away points. And by God, if you leave them at your castle during a Void War and they get pummeled, you're just giving the enemy points. Not to mention that they're more expensive to train than a level 2 for only a mere small margin of benefit. So tier 2 cavalry is the best way to go, in my opinion, for building troops for your farm. They're solely going to gather, and you want to be able to bring the maximum amount back possible, and of course get there in a quicker speed. The only time I will train T4s and above is to have a farm that I can designate to hit every now and then. Me personally, I don't hit my farms for points and kill event. I think that's silly. It leaves you with, yes, it can be planned out. You can send X number of troops out, leave them there, have them under the cap of your wounded capacity, and all you do is heal them. You get the free points, you get the gems. In my opinion, yeah, it's cheating. So, not to mention you're gathering all these speed ups and so forth. You got to constantly, and if you run out of them, eventually you will, then you've got to put more effort into retrieving some back. Unless you're a spender, you can just spend them all up. So T2s, what I feel is the best troop to train. It's the cheapest other than the 1, but the benefits over the 1 is that the load and the movement speed. So that's what I do. That is strictly my plan for the troop of choice in all my farms. Now, I will and have higher level troops, of course, and I use those for various reasons. Yes, they will still go out and gather. Yes, they bring back the same, if not more, on those higher levels. It costs more to train them, though. Not to mention, I inherited some of these farms. But that's going to be it for episode 1 in the new farming series. I'd like to hear from you guys. What do you guys want to know? What kind of tips are you looking for? Tricks, things to do, things to work on. Because I've got plenty of other ideas to share with you guys. And this is going to be one of those series that's going to come out just to basically share thoughts and opinions on farms, and also to share a little knowledge on the way. But if you guys like the video, smash the thumbs up button, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, y'all keep gaming, and I'll see you in the next one.